Alright, we're just doing the 2 different production lines for screws right now? Yeah. But we get this output increased, and it should be good, because that'll put us at 2,400 screws production. God, these two. So the puppies rather, they have been steadily destroying all the dog beds I bought. So I've stopped replacing them. And they love dog beds to sit in. Oop. It wouldn't let me come back. There we go. Oh, you moved. They've been laying together on the dog cam, on the dog bed, barely. One of them usually ends up just barely on it, snuggled in with the other one, because there's only one dog bed now in the room, and Penny doesn't tend to use the dog beds anymore. I guess they get too warm for her. I'm not sure. So I keep looking down, and they're just snuggled together in the most ridiculous ways, and I want to show it on cam, but of course, as soon as I started noticing them, Rutherford immediately got up and was like, I want attention. So, you know. Alright. Let's see how our screws are doing. We're still producing on that existing iron? Really? Wow. Wow. A lot of iron left yet. You know what? Screw it. Let's just switch. There, now we're going to produce some serious screw. That should make a huge difference. Put the Summers loops away. Don't need the bombs for now. The hell is this? Goodbye. Try hard ninja, you try too hard, that's for sure. Okay. So it shouldn't take much longer for both of those production lines to kind of maximize. We, in theory, are producing 8.65 rotors times 8. 69 per minute. How many do we need? We need 80. Fuck. We actually need to make more rotors. There are alternate rotor recipes. Although I have this one because it's quite technically the fastest. Shit. That's so many screws. I would have to put another screw production line in. Which shouldn't be a problem. And then another rotor line in. We'd have to put them both in up here. And screws go right there, which clearly none are making it past that point because we're utilizing them all. Really? This is not going anywhere. Oh, that's a big problem. Oh. Oh, God. Oh, boy. Yeah, so my roommate apparently flipped his car last night on his way back to Connecticut. Oh, boy. He is so screwed. Well, he refused to go to the hospital. His buddy came and took him from the Albany area down to Connecticut. He missed work today because of all this. His car's probably totaled. He just asked if he could, his friend's going to come up and drive him to and from work next week because he's only got one week of left of work for the next, little while. And then he mentions that there was no insurance on his car, and he had an alcohol device installed in his car. So that's all news to me. Oh boy, that guy is messed up. So yeah, he's hurting, and sounds like he's okay. No, he's running himself ragged. The dude, like, he comes home, goes right into his room and does paperwork, and then passes out while doing the paperwork, wakes up randomly throughout the night, and then doesn't get into work until like 2 hours late pretty much every day. Like, he's got issues, and the way his life is going right now is not good. So he's not getting good sleep. And then he decided after working a full day yesterday to drive back to Connecticut to pick some things up. Hit an icy patch while dozing while driving on the highway in the Albany area and flipped his car. Refused to go to the ambulance because he doesn't want to deal with it. Thinks nothing's broken. Yeah. And he's like, I gotta pay for a hotel room for my friend. Would it be okay if I give you some extra money for him to stay in the same room with me? I'm like, dude, there's an extra room. It's fine. He can use the other bed. I'm not worried about it. Just take care of yourself. Holy crap. I just, yeah. Man, oh man. But he's only got like another week's worth of work, then he's off for the rest of the month. Hey, Fluff, or PMax. I just gotta get used to calling you PMax. Knocking out to-do list stuff's nice, nice. I really probably should do some things around the house, but nah. Later. So, but welcome in. So yeah, guess I'm gonna have an extra house guest this next week. Which fine, I don't care. That's fine, but I'm definitely gonna need to look at someone else to get in here after this, because I don't know if he's going to be back, and I'm going to guess not next month, because, yeah. I don't know. We'll see what his job has not renewed him yet, but not said not to, and they've not made a decision. Ooh, it's nighttime, and I think it's a borealis out. Yeah, it is. Look at that beautiful sky. This is something they added with Fixmas, and there's been a lot of requests for it to remain in game after Fixmas, and I think it totally needs to, because holy shit, is that gorgeous. Like, the Minecraft ones from the shaders are nice, but this is so much nicer. They did a great job with this. But, so yeah, anyway. Oh, dude. I've not understood the guy for a while. The having former issues of alcohol definitely makes a lot of sense. So, I don't think he's got any current, like, he doesn't keep, there's no alcohol being kept in the house or anything, so I've never seen him drink. So, you know, I'm sure it's he's kind of kicked the habit thing, but yeah, no. Just, I knew he was screwed up in some ways, because he kind of lurches from one day to the next. So, but whatever he's got to do. So far, he's been paying me, so that's all that matters to me, you know? All right. So we're pumping along quite nice now. Is our motor production getting caught up? No, because we need to make more rotors, right? Yeah. Are we producing, are we maximizing our rotor production? Looks like we're close. Let me see if things are backing up enough. Okay, we're getting there. We got 3 of them completely backed up. There is the 4th. Good. All right. Oh, we got to fix that conveyor belt, because that's a big problem. We've got a whole section of conveyor belt that's not sending items through. I lost it. Where was it? Right here. No? What the hell? I didn't fix it. It must be over on the other end where I was looking to build. Okay. That's all connected. I swear we had a disconnected line and things weren't going all the way around. Where the f did it go?
Hello, Mr. Evil Villain Person. I hope you are enjoying the balmy spring weather today.
How you doing?
Maybe send some minions outside to fire up the grill. Make sure you don't forget the sunscreen. Hello, Mr. Evil Villain Person.
So
I hope you are enjoying the balmy spring weather today. Maybe send some minions outside to fire up the grill. Make sure you don't forget the sunscreen.
The grill. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. I do, Craig. Welcome in. I hope you're doing well. Yeah, it's chilly as outside. We have had so much snow already. There are parts of New York that have gotten, as of last Monday, have gotten 65 inches of snow. Now, granted, those are nowhere near me. They're up north. But still, that's a hell of a lot of snow for November. 65 inches of snow in November is a lot. All right, I swear to God, I saw... Oh, it's down on the next layer. That's why. It was the screws that weren't going all the way around. I'm looking in the wrong place. Yeah, the snow has been crazy. We've had so many winter storm warnings, and most of it's been nothing. But like, we have probably a good 6-7 inches on the ground right now, and 3 of it is rock solid ice. Because the stuff that fell on Thanksgiving was so wet and heavy that it just solidified. Like, you can't do anything with it. You can't shovel it. And it's not been... Yeah, I bet you would. It's a good round number for you to take, isn't it? Let's see. There it is. I knew it was here somewhere. So, yeah. So yeah, it's a mess outside. Like, I have not been able to really shovel my deck because I didn't do it Thanksgiving Day, and it's been so cold. Like, we've been in the mid to low 20s during the day, which is usually, we don't get that until usually not till January. Like, even December usually stays in the 30s and 40s. So it's unseasonably cold all of a sudden after being really a warm fall. There we go. Let's make sure we don't have any other gaps. Because I saw screws backed up at some point, I thought. No, I guess not. This is not a spaghetti mess at all. Ah, there it is. I knew I had another one. This is actually very organized. You haven't been here in a while, have you, Craig? Let me get this fixed and I'll show you. The real problem is the lag from there being so much. Oh yeah, but it's not spaghetti at all. It's actually highly organized. And the cleanest factory you'll ever see for organization. It's all modular. I can build anything, anywhere. Alright, let me save before it crashes, because we have definitely been having a lot of crashes. $621 hours, 25 minutes in this world. That's how long I've spent since September 10th. All right. Welcome to our factory, Craig. She's a centralized build built on an octagonal design where everything can be plug and played and built wherever I want. It's all organized. It's all hooked into storage for mass storage, which all dumps into dimensional depots, which keeps things on me at all times for building. It's working quite nicely. Ooh, excuse me. So, like, for example, if we come down over here, we should have in our storage room a boatload of supplies all stored up. Okay, maybe not in this one. There we go. Time crystals. Aluminum casings, alclad sheeting. Like, these are all full of stuff that we're producing. Okay, so we're not producing these fast enough to make extra right now. Screws are filled up. Okay, that's looking good. So I gotta hook in the next products to get these filled up yet. So, but this is all hooked in to this centralized conveyor belt tower. This is our item distribution system, and it works fantastically. It's triple redundant. So there are 3 layers of conveyor belts and pipes. And each layer feeds to the front, so that if the front layer is clogged up with too much stuff, then the next layer will send items in at the next junction point that has space, which allows us to overcome our 1,200 units per minute production line capacity, so that I can feed more in at various points along the way, and it'll fill in the gaps, allowing me to pull the max amount out wherever I can, as long as I'm putting enough product into the line in the first place. So it's working quite nicely, honestly. I'm very happy with this. And then on the back side, we hook into our inputs for incoming resources. We also hook into our storage points. Let me see, where can I do a demonstration of the storage access? I guess on the other side. Yeah, so all these are set up waiting to be hooked in for storage. Does it handle bones and tendons? Oh yeah, very well. We have filters that take care of all that. Yeah, so here's the production line sending in overflow parts to be stored. And these are all hooked in on the outside of the conveyor belts on the 3rd tier, so that when there are items flowing into the 3rd tier, then it will output those items into storage. But everything else gets prioritized up here first, so that it's constantly... And the 3rd line actually goes in the opposite direction of the first 2. So you'll see that we're just feeding in and circling things around and around until everything is full and good to go. And it's working really well. And then, of course, we also have our tube net to go from station to station, which is what I was getting ready to do, was go delete the old factories. More like lasagna. That's actually a good term for it. Instead of spaghetti, yeah, we have lasagna. That's... Oh, I like that. I like that a lot. You know, the noobs have spaghetti conveyor belts. I have lasagna conveyor belts. I like it. That belt lasagna. Yep, belt lasagna. I like it. I'm making that the official term. All right, so I want to head over to... Well, let's go back out to our Fixmas factory. I'll show you that real quick. We'll check on progress of that. I want to make sure we're good to go on storage. It's crazy to think it's only been about 3 weeks since I even started this new central factory. And we've built so much, including the rocket fuel facility. Which I'll head over there next to show you what the exterior of the buildings can look like. Because there are no exteriors on a lot of this yet. I have not yet, Craig, no. The graphics kind of put me off on it a bit. Not gonna lie. So this is our Fixmas factory. Again, same design. Yeah, I know. The gameplay does look really good. It's just I just haven't tried it yet because I've got other things I've been playing, you know. One of these days when I'm really bored, I'll probably pick it up because I imagine I'll end up enjoying it. You know, once you get past the initial I don't understand what's going on because it's all meaningless symbols on the screen, it'll become, "Oh, that's what's going on," and I'll enjoy it more. That's one of the reasons I didn't like Shapes. Everything was too abstract. I didn't like Shapes at all, actually. I tried the demo of Shapes 2, and I didn't like it. I didn't like it one bit. The things they were making were just too abstract, and it didn't work for me. So, but yeah, so I've got our holiday area set up. These trees produce the presents, which are raw materials, to make all the Christmas parts that are being made in these facilities here. And we have room for expansion as we unlock more parts to build. So, and then it's all, of course, going into storage. So I've got more storage here than I'll probably ever need, but it's set up on purpose. And yeah. All right, so red balls are still not full, but we are making progress. Okay. It's slow, though. Wow. And then this is probably backed right up and full. Okay, so the blue balls are not completely backed up yet, but at least we're getting there. Yeah, except unlike the shulker monsters, these are organized. This is just a satisfactory version of the redstone sorting system, is what it is. All right, let's head out, and I'll show you the rocket fuel factory real quick. Actually, how are we doing on power? I should go look at that, because we've added a lot more production. So let me configure the route. So we're going to take Route 1 is off. We're going to go to Route 7. This should already be configured for rocket fuel as a destination. Yep, it is. We'll turn off primary exit so we don't jump out by accident. And that should take us to rocket fuel. The TubeNet is still the thing I'm probably the most proud of. Having a programmable destination system to automatically transit to where I need to go on the entire map is fantastic. I just wish the interface could be better, but programmable splitters are all I got to work with for logic. Or priority power switches, rather. So we're going to shoot right through the hub here and go out, well, not that line, but the line beyond it, to go out to our rocket fuel factory. Then when we're done there, we're going to head over to that factory way over there and start tearing it down. And hopefully that'll alleviate some of the lag we've been getting. There's the transfer. We're now on Route 7. Yeah, I know. Crag, it takes over 5 minutes to load this save. When I fire up Satisfactory, it takes 5+ minutes to start to actually load the game into a playable state. Like, that's not even graphic settings. That's just the game processing everything. So I say, there's 2 or 3 factories we can flat out delete right now that would probably free up a lot of memory. It's not the internet, Jazz. It's literally, and actually, knock on wood, internet's been rock solid. So that last tech that was here actually did me right. All right, we're coming up on our exit here. So this is our only power well, it's not our only power facility, but it's our primary power facility that we're coming into now. It's a rocket fuel factory that I have only got at about a quarter or a fifth of its maximum capacity, I think, because we just haven't brought all the materials in, but I could even double its current output just by adding more generators. I'm making enough fuel right now that we could. But this is it here. I'm real happy with how this turned out. And it's technically not even finished because I haven't put all the power generation in and built up the walls and put a roof on. This actually was a weekend project. I did this on Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and was done by Monday night. From the ground up. And that included building out the bridges down that way to bring in the resources that I needed to make this place function. So this was 72 hours worth of work. Almost, not quite. Probably 50 hours.